But there's a lot of great teams in the 4x1 here, but keep your eyes on lane number 7. That's LSU, the LSU defending champion Tigers, and they just don't want to win here. They want to break their own NCAA record.
And then the collegiate leader by 1/4 of a second. But a big advantage for Auburn and Kentucky being inside them to see to gauge where they're at and take advantage of any mistakes. Action in the middle of the track. Auburn in 5, Kentucky in 6, LSU, the defending champions, in 7. Pretty even through the first 100 meters.
Well, good run for Fahmy there in Auburn, and a nice exchange there for both Auburn and Kentucky.
Still very even down the backstretch, maybe a slight advantage to Kentucky. Auburn passing first. Still very close. LSU trailing slightly. And Auburn getting the stick first. Here comes LSU. LSU with Godson Ogunbrume trying to run his team into an automatic qualifying position. He does so. Auburn wins it. But Ogunbrume gets LSU up for the second automatic qualifier. And Kentucky, just a couple hundred seconds of a second back, are going to have to wait to see what the next 2 heats produce in terms of time to see if they get through as a time qualifier. School record for Auburn in winning that heat.
Look at that time. Outstanding run there for the Auburn Tigers. They got things going with Azim Fahmy. There you see him, 3rd from the top, and he separated a little bit from the Kentucky Wildcats just on the inside there. Excuse me, on the outside. But LSU had a good run on the outside, but they just got the baton so far behind. And Charama, he brings it home for the Auburn Tigers. Look at the power. We're going to get to see him in the 200-meter open. That's Kennedy Leitner for the Kentucky Wildcats, and Ogunbrume, just too much room to make up there at the end for the LSU Tigers.
So the Leroy Burrell coached Auburn Tigers win the heat, automatically qualify, school record. LSU just by 2/100ths of a second get the second auto qualifier. Kentucky at 38.78 has to sweat out 2 more races to see if they will get through on time.
At the regional meeting, Sean Maswanganye, the senior and the team captain, he'll bring it home for the Cougars, and they are wearing their red today, so they will not be hard to miss.
Georgia is a scratch in lane 3, which means that Christopher Morales-Williams won't have a chance to get 100 meters under his belt. There's Carl Lewis, the head coach at Houston. He and Leroy Burrell coached there together until just a couple of years ago. So 2 of their great relay teams on the fields here today trying to qualify. Auburn has already done so. USC in 6, Houston in 7, and Arizona out well in that first leg.
Well, good passes by both the Houston Cougars and the USC Trojans here.
Houston making a move. Good relay baton exchange. Arizona hanging in there. Here comes USC. But right now it's Houston. Houston passing first. Sean Maswanganye on anchor. But down there in lane 4, San Jose State making a run. Here comes USC. It's Houston and USC with the 2 automatic qualifying positions. San Jose State making a real run until about 40 meters from the finish line. But Houston and Southern Cal through easily, automatically first and second.
Well, you see this. You see the strength of Sean Maswanganye there at the end of that 4x100 meter run. But Houston been so consistent, and you know what you're going to get out of a Leroy Burrell coached Auburn team. You know what you're going to get out of a Carl Lewis coached 4x100 meter team. Good passes. Carl takes this 4x1 team all over the country, pin relays, and he just showcases them all year long. But here you get a chance to see Louis Hinchcliffe there. He's 3rd from the left. That outstanding transfer from Washington State University. Good exchanges here by everybody, but nobody was looking on the inside. San Jose State, they snuck in to run a fast time, but the power at the end just overtook everybody. That's Sean Maswanganye and Johnny Blockberger bringing it home for the Trojans, the automatic spot. And the Texas Longhorns not far behind. They would love to get in the finals here.
Season best for the Trojans with Johnny Blockberger on anchor. There are the times. San Jose State at 38.69. They're hoping to hang on to that final time qualifier. The bubble is there. Is the lineup with Florida in 5, Texas Tech in 7. Remember the bubble time 38.75. If you are 3rd, 4th, or 5th, you want to make sure you run faster than that in this heat so that you can get through on a time qualifier.
Well, North Carolina A&T, they're a really solid squad, and also South Florida positioned right in the middle of the track. They're going to close with Abdul Rashid Saminu, an outstanding sprinter who's really come into his own late in this outdoor season.
Once again, Florida in 5 in the blue, and Texas Tech in 7 in the mostly black. A little bit of a long hold there, but everybody off cleanly. Florida looking good in 5, but Texas Tech probably has the lead at this point in 7.
Well, great handoff by the Florida Gators. That's what you come to expect from him, to get the baton in Wanye McCoy's hand, and look at him go down the back straight.
McCoy really making a difference for the Gators here. Another good pass for Florida, but Texas Tech still out there. Florida making up the lead. Florida passes first. Robert Gregory, and for Texas Tech, Antoine Andrews, and South Florida trying to get in there as well. Tech outleans them for the auto qualifier second spot. That might be 0.02 of a second, maybe less. Florida through cleanly, easily winning the heat, but very close between Texas Tech and South Florida for that second automatic qualifier.
Oh, and Texas Tech gets it. Your eyes are better than mine, Dwight. I didn't know who got that second spot, but outstanding running by the Florida Gators. And look at those times, 38.45. Here you see Robert Gregory bringing it home for the Gators. It's great to be a Gator today, but look at that battle for second place. That's Saminu. We're going to see him both in the 100 meters and 200. And Antoine Andrews, look at that dip right at the line. Tell me these guys don't work on this and bring it out when they absolutely need it. Here you see the final exchange by the Florida Gators. That's Malik Smith Band. Nice high hand there by Robert Gregory. That is how you make an exchange in the 4x100 meters, but look at the power and the strength by Robert Gregory to bring the Gators home. He had a head of steam, and he said, easy now, I got this one.
Just 1/100th of a second separating second from third, and they broke a lot of hearts. Florida winning it in 38.45. That's their best time of the season. Texas Tech get through. South Florida also got through on time. It is going to be a hot 4x100 meter relay on Friday. There are the qualifiers. It took 38.69 to get through to the final, and the Spartans from San Jose State